Coach, you recently played in the Evansville tournament where your team went 1-2 on the weekend. You just barely fell in 5 sets against Stanford and Chicago State, but closed out the weekend by beating Evansville. How did you see your team handle adversity over the weekend?
They handled it really well. I think it's part of year one and a brand new team is, what they didn't do when they were down in the first set is quit. And they came back, they roared back, and they played really well. And we just had to find ways to finish at the end of matches. So that's part of practice this week is talk about some of the things we didn't do well late in the games, address that, focus on it, and try to get better in these short 3 or 4 days before we go to Valpo.
Your team put down 20 more service aces, 34-14, compared to the opponents you faced. It really felt like everybody was getting involved. How have you seen this as a strength to your team?
Well, I think it is the strength of the team right now. I mean, statistically, we're the fourth best serving team in the country right now. So you take that after 2 weekends, and I think we don't make a lot of errors. We're mindful. We're pretty confident back there, and it's only going to get better. That's always been a part of my coaching philosophy is, we don't have to be at 100% max volume speed from the end line in August and September, but by November we better be. So we're on track, and I think we've got some good servers.
Anna Vetter has shown some really strong play on the court early into the season. Can you just touch on what you've seen out of the freshmen so far?
Yeah, I mean, she's ice cold from the end line. I mean, that's one thing. I think she has maybe one service ace or error on the whole season, and that's pretty impressive for a freshman through 6 matches. So it's something long term. She has a lot of range. I know she can do more. She can speed up, slow down, short serve. It's really special to have a freshman with that ability. And I think on the court, she had a great game versus Evansville. The sky's the limit for her. She gets stronger, and her volleyball IQ, just the little things like off blocker defense and things like that she can control. As that becomes a strength in her game, she's going to be one of the better players in the league.
You now prepare for the Valparaiso Invitational, where you take on Valparaiso, Purdue Fort Wayne, and Cornell. What are you expecting out of these opponents?
I think they'll all be good. It's Division I volleyball. Everyone's good, and if you follow the sport and you look back at this past weekend, you see tons of upsets, and it's not just the Power Four teams. It's mid majors and small schools taking down SEC schools and Big Ten schools, and which is awesome. And I think all 3 teams can play. We've got to play back to back again, which is really challenging. I mean, this past Friday, we played 10 sets in a row in about 6 hours. That's really tough. And you've got to play really clean and give yourself a chance to win. And I know, these teams are all tough and they want to win too. So it's going to be a tough tournament. I think that, we're in a good spot right now. If health is on our side and we play clean, we'll have a chance to go 3-0.